All right, well, the New York Times apparently has a new puzzle game that they just launched this week called Digits. This is a math-based game as opposed to a word game, and I'm excited to try it out. I think it looks interesting, so let's look at how to play. All right, so we have an example here. It says how to play. Combine numbers to reach the target. Add, subtract, multiply, divide any of the 6 numbers to as close to the target as you can. You do not have to use all the numbers. So you'll see they're doing 15 times 5 equals 75. They're doing 2 times 3 equals 6. Then they're doing 75 minus 6 to get to 69. If we get the target exactly, we get 3 stars. If we get within 10 of the target, we get 2 stars. And within 25 of the target, we only get 1 star. So obviously we're gonna get the target every time, right? Oh, you can't have any operations that produce fractions or negative numbers. That's not allowed. Okay, so good to know. I don't know, do you get a certain number of guesses or you just go until you, yeah, it looks like you just go until you get it. And I think it's a daily thing, but it looks like there's maybe 5 different numbers we're trying to get up there. So we're starting with 94. And let's see, I mean, what can we do to get to 94? Well, we could get to 90 and then we could add 4. We do have a 4 here. So if we can get to 90, which could be 5 plus 4. Oh, can we use the same number more than once? That's a good question. We can't use the same number more than once because in the instructions, you'll notice they did 15 times 5 and then the 15 and the 5 disappeared. So we can't do 5 plus 4 times 10 to get 90 and then add 4 because we would have used the 4. Now we could do 25 times 4, which would be 100, and then we could subtract 5 and subtract 1, which would get us to 94. So let's do that. 25 times 4, and then we'll do 100 minus 5, and 95 minus 1. There we go. All right, cool. We got it. Next puzzle. 195. Okay, so obviously get to 200, subtract 5 seems like a decent way to try to do it. So we can do 10 minus 2, which would get us 8 times 25 is 200 minus 5. Yeah, so 10 minus 2, which is gonna be 8 times 25 is 200. 200 minus 5 is 195. There we go, next puzzle. All right, 251. All right, so we're getting a little bit trickier. There's not anything quite as obvious. Now, if we can get to 260, we can subtract 9. So 260, which would be 20 times 13. Is there a good way to get to 13? That would be good. 20 times 13, but I'm not sure how to get a 13 and not use the 9. Oh yeah, we can get to 13. 11 plus 5 minus 3 gets us 13 times 20 would be 260 minus 9. There we go. 11 plus 5, 16 minus 3, that's 13. 13 times 20, that's 260. 260 minus 9 is 251. There we go. All right, next puzzle. Feel like we're flying through this, but I think they get harder as you go along. So, and I'm not sure how it works, if it gets harder throughout the week, easier throughout the week, if it's the same kind of roughly every day and just each number gets harder on each day. All right, 382, that's a tricky one. So let's see, I'm trying to think of some obvious things here that, you know, like if we had 8, we could try to get to 390, right? Now 400, and then we could subtract 18, but there's not really a great way to get to 18, I don't think. So what are some things you could multiply to get to 382? Is 382 a multiple of 11? Let's see, 30 would be 30 times 11. And then you would have 52, so you could get to 385. 385, but then we'd have to subtract 3. So 385 is a multiple of 11. So is 374. Then we'd have to add 8. Yeah, those aren't great. What about 9? Let's see, 360 would be 9 times 40, and then we would need to add 22. So 9 times, what did I say? 9 times 40 is 360. Then you have to add 22. We can add 22. 11, 5, and 6 is 22. But we can't really do 9 times 40. We can do 9 times 20. And we can do 9 times 40. It would have to be 4 times 5 plus 20 times 9. But then we wouldn't be able to do 22 because we'd have 11 and 6. That would get us to 360. What if we did 24 times 9? That would be... No, we need 44 times 9. Yeah, okay. Okay, what about... We can do 20 times 5 times 4 gets us to 400, and then we just have to subtract 18. We can't really get to 18, can we? It's definitely getting harder as we go along. Hmm. 30 times 11 is 330. Okay, we can do 30 times 11. 5 times 6 times 11 gets us 330. Then we need 52 more. 36, we can do 56. 4 times 9 plus 20 is 56. But that would take us to 386, and we would need to subtract 4, but we would have already used the 4. Okay, so what about 36 times 11? What does that get us? If we do 4 times 9 times 11, so, or you could think of it as 99 times 4, that might be easier. So it's 400 minus 4, it would be 396. 396, we would need to subtract 14, so we can subtract 20, add 6. There we go. So 9 times 11, that's 99, times 4 is going to take us to 396. 396 minus 20. Oh, oops, okay. Whew. Thought I misclicked there. 396 minus 20, and then 376 plus 6, 382. All right, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. Got it on my first attempt though. A little bit of thinking. All right, 456. Okay, so I mean the obvious thing is to go to 450 or 500 and then try and do something from there. If we go to 500, I don't know how do we get to 500 anyways, but then we would have to subtract 44. It's not great. Not great. Although we do have 19 plus 25 is 44. So if we can get to 500, then we can subtract 19 and subtract 25. Can we get to 500? 20 would have to be times 25 to get to 500. And we can do 20 times 25, but then we don't have our 25. Okay, so 20 times 25 is 500. Is there a way to subtract 44 without using the 25? Can we get to 44 somehow? Not sure. I'm not quite seeing it. We've got, I mean, 3 times 13 is 39, which would get us 16. We want 44. Three times 19 is gonna be, what, 57? 57 minus 23 is 34. Ooh. 34, we need 44. Okay, what if we do 19 times 25 instead of 20 times 25? That takes us to 475 instead of 500. Maybe that's the way to go, 475. 19 times 25 is 475. So then we need to subtract 19, of course. Because we've already used the 19. Oh, so 18 times, wait, no, that can't be right, can it? 24 times 19 is 456, isn't it? Because 24 times, well, 25 times 19 is 475. So 24 times 19, subtract 19, yeah, 456. So 24 times 19 would do it. So can we get 24 somehow? And then multiply by 19. I want 24. 3 times 20 is 60. 13 plus 23 is 36. 60 minus 36 is 24, right? 60 minus 36 is 24. 24 times 19 is 456. 3 times 20 gets us 60. So then we need to subtract 23, subtract 13, that gets us 24. 24 times 19, 456. There we go, rank up, genius. All right, I've earned all 15 stars for today. Very cool, so there's my solutions. Oh, that was my solution for the last one anyways, 3 times 60. So let's see, let's go back and look. All right, so there was my solution for 94, 195, 251, 382, and 456. Very cool. All right, so let me know if you had a different solution for any of them. I'm sure there's multiple possible ways to do it. I mean, if nothing else, you could subtract 23 and then subtract 13, or subtract 13 this way. I mean, you could mix around, but those are essentially the same operation. Let me know if you did something, you know, actually different than just switching the order around, or if you had the same solution as me, and how many stars you got, and what you think of this new puzzle. Do you like it? Should I do it again in the future? I think it's pretty fun. It's pretty interesting. So I believe it's gonna be a daily game. I don't know if there's gonna be 5 of them every day. I'm assuming it'll probably be the same, but very cool. So there you go. Let me know what you think of digits and how you did with today's digits. And of course, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon with some more puzzles.
The next inning, he was on deck when the manager informed him he had just been traded to the Montreal Expos. Now, the Expos had a game later that evening.
Replacement. I was just thinking about words that could end with M-E-N-T. Oh, it's not shall. So one of the L's has to be the lie. So feel or feeling, I think feeling, because I think it's gonna be develop, or maybe develops with the S there.